Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Mr. Brother Bayan here to bring you another quick lesson. Prior to get started, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught me this truth, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, you Akim, you Akwad, which is you brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. Okay? And this just going to be a quick lesson, just meditating and being thankful, at the same time. Of being in this truth, and not only being in this truth, having an understanding of the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but being under the teachings of GMS, okay, under the righteous teachers that we believe that the Lord appointed here to separate the bullshit, separate righteousness from the bullshit that's going around in this world right now, along with these other groups, and when it comes to those other groups, I can't really get in too much depth because truthfully and honestly, I pay no attention to them. Okay, as me being a younger brother, I myself, I just try to stick to, learning more and more, under the the righteous teachings of the elders and apostles of GMS. Okay. And other brothers who are definitely built up on that level of constantly calling these other camps out. I'm not going to say that it's constant, but we have to defend the gospel. Okay, but needless to say, it's just a blessing overall, man, to for the Lord to call you in, this glorious matter. And that you have a good chance off the rip, by everything being taught correctly, and 144% truth. Okay, but to the other ones, to the other guys that's out there that's not really getting this, that's part of the Lord's will, ultimately. Okay, and you just can't get past that, man. The Lord's will be done. All right, and it's slated for 2/3 of our people to die, as it says in the book of Zechariah. I believe it's chapter 13, 10 or 13. I believe it's the last chapter, whichever the last chapter is. But needless to say, 2/3 of our people, man. So 2/3 of our people, we know that they're going to die, and that consists of some Israelite groups. All right. The only two I know off the top is IUIC and Sakari, because that's typically the most I don't even know what to call it, but they always seem to show themselves a lot on social media and YouTube on in unrighteous manners, but I'm not gonna get into that. But again, they may think that they're out here doing the right thing, but they're just doing nothing but making themselves a even bigger target. All right, messing up the doctrine. All right, that's a really huge offense, to change, any words in these scriptures, because we understand that this book has no private interpretation. All right, there's only one way. All right, in with these other camps, I forget what the scripture is, but roughly paraphrasing, you like, can two walk together lest they be agreed? All right, so knowing that all of these, false doctrines are going about, you can't walk along with that. And you being here, under the teachings of the elders and apostles of GMS, man, it's a blessing in itself. All right. Some brothers probably then went to different camps and then probably came to GMS, but, I have the blessing to say, that this was the first camp that I ever walked into. All right, and everything just started to click, and just started to roll from there. But I'm not gonna keep on talking. I'm gonna let the scripture speak. To further back up my topic of us just being blessed. Walking into this thing, man. It says this is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4 and 3. It says, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. All right, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of God should shine unto them. All right. But the point is, but if the gospel is at the beginning, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. All right. It's some men that are slated not to get this 100% truth, man. All right. It's some men to believe that they're doing the right things and, just for the Lord, ultimately to set you up, just to kill you. Okay. And that's a scary thing. That's the fear, that you have to, constantly remind yourself to work harder. All right. And diligently, seek the truth if you haven't found it yet. All right. If it's constant controversy and everything going around with your teachings and it's constantly being debunked. All right. You got to wake up at some point in time and see that, oh, something is wrong with this. All right. That pride got to step aside at some point in time, But, let me see, did it have more in there? But I'm gonna just read 5. For we preach not ourselves, but Mashiach, Yahushua, the Lord, and ourselves, your servants, for Yahushua's sake. All right. That's pretty much the point on that. But yeah, man, Jake could have been in so many other worst cases, and that's really scary, and that's why, you wake up and you thank the Lord every day for giving you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right, to have you to keep on pushing and continue to grow, to continue to test for your crown. All right, that's a blessing in itself. All right, so this last precept I'm gonna end it off with, because I gotta go ahead and try to get back to the crib. It says, this is Romans. This is the book of Romans, chapter 11 and 7. It says, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh, but the election hath obtained and slacking. Let me read that again. Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. All right. So this stuff is ordained for the elect to get, man. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. And that's plain and simple. There's no way around it. All right. And it says, according as it is written, God had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. All right. And that could go in definitely with, just the 2/3 of our people that just don't know a goddamn thing. All right. And truly have no desire to look for the understanding, to fulfill the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. But it could also go into, again, those, what I was going into with these other camps. All right. They being told and they're being corrected of certain things, but all right, that don't sound right to them. All right. They don't like that part. They like this part, but they don't like that part. All right. This sounds good, and I like how all this is operating right now, but I don't like how y'all do this. All right. But it's constantly being backed up. That's the most beautiful thing that our elders and apostles, NGMS do. All right. If you ever walk up to this thing and try to make us look foolish, all right, go straight to the scriptures, and we about to tell you. All right, we about to go through history and going to tell you everything that you need to know. All right, just to furthermore, again, defend this gospel, as I was saying. All right, but it says, verse 9, and David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. All right, and that was the point that I made earlier. All right, the Lord could have you blinded by these things, your eyes not seeing and your ears not hearing the correct things, just for it to be a stumbling block. All right, and a recompense for you. All right, an unrighteous reward of death at the end of the day. All right, the Lord will set you up. All right, for what I was about to say, slacking. The Lord will set you up in many different ways. All right, if you're not doing what is pleasing unto Him. All right, sometimes it may be a quick death. All right, but sometimes He may just be leading you along, you know, down a dark alley just to knock you off. All right. But again, it's just a blessing in itself, man, to constantly wake up, you know, to do this work. All right. To constantly do this work and continue to serve, you know, serve your brothers, you know, serve the Lord. All right. And you know, knowing that these men around you have that brotherly love for you. All right. And they're not doing anything wrong to you. All right. And they're teaching you these, you know, the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which is the whole duty of man. All right. To serve the Lord. King Solomon said that in Ecclesiastes. That's the whole duty of man. All right. And we got righteous men in front of us, you know, not in the midst of all this folly, you know, not trying to get YouTube famous, not trying to get Instagram famous. All right. Not out here trying to get subscribers, you know, for lessons, for breakdowns and stuff. You know, brother's not doing that, man. So it's all in all, man, it's just a blessing. All right. So like to sound like a broken record, but Jay got to understand the position that we in, you know, being under the elders and apostles of GMS, man. It is a true blessing to say that these are my big brothers. All right. These are my teachers. All right. These are men that have shown, you know, many examples of how to be a true man of the Lord. All right. And how to defend the gospel and how to carry themselves, you know, on the block while we outside doing anything and outside in the world when we trying to be incognito. All right. Like brothers is on it, man. And, you know, brothers run across this thing, man. I commend you, you know, and I pray that brothers keep on pushing that are serving the Lord, you know, at 144% truth and you know, 144% faith. All right. But I pray that this lesson was edifying. Again, I didn't want it to be nothing too long. I actually gotta hurry up and try to get back to the crib. But so like again, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Trying to get out of here. I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwatash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. You Akim, you Akwat, which you brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. And Shalom.